store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Sun Devils have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in an empty set. Dropping back, it's Knight. He's going to go for a big one. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
How about an RD? What a start. You want to come out and say, I'm going to be aggressive. We're going to take shots. We're going to make big plays. Look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Knight. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. The kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Let's take a second about Arizona State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Sun Devils in the hurry up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Berry. Tripped up for the tackle. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Berry. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
He fires one deep down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Gonna look downfield again. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, and it's picked off. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. It's complete to the left. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
First down for the offense. On set.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they turn it into a defensive score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Returner goes out of bounds.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got...
Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Sun Devils.
Was to pass. Falls Goes incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
He's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fit it in the window for the score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively,
he's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
and the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Pocket breaking down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Williams looking for a man. Gets it out fast. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Welch. Oh, better look out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Tigers are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And the Tigers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Let's it fly. Give him 6. Touchdown, Auburn.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run to the left. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
To the air on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Found the spot in the defense. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams looking for a man. Moves away as he feels pressure. Took a shot as he threw. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. So this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's buried. Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Williams will pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Buying some time. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it and get what you can get and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
It's caught downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. Running through contact. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Auburn to the line in a hurry. To the air, it's Knight. Trying to find the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here's the give off the left side. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This time on target. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
First down for the offense.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Buys a little time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Soft spot in the middle. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's buried. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning it on. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Looking for the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8.
Arizona State, 28. Auburn, 20.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. It's buried. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Throws toward the end zone. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Williams looking for a man. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now
going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Williams will pass. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the pummeling has started.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle. It's buried. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. He'll throw on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, going to the air. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we'll get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a grab on the shot. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
For the offense.
Quarterback making checks.
On the ready.
Williams will pass. Quickly to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
Is another first down for the offense. Ready. Trail.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. A strike downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
With a big opportunity in the
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quickly complete. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw again. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And they'll try to tack on 2. He's looking to pass. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for it all. And it's caught inside the 15. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Sun Devils are threatening in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. From the gun. On the run, still looking. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed.
Fires one high and deep. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.